Hey guys, I'm back with my husband James, who has returned to my zero carb life.
It's not like I've been away.
No, he's been upstairs with me and our children. But as far as making episodes, I'm glad you're back.
I am too. I really missed it.
Yeah, people, they like you.
Have you been making videos without me?
I've made, yep, a lot of videos without you.
All right.
But this week, I thought it'd be fun if James came on the show and asked some questions that have been asked on, these are from Facebook and YouTube, right?
They are. It's surprising the kinds of questions you get asked. But I thought that these would be an interesting group to go through.
Are the questions hard?
Well, some of them are. I mean, it's not like calculus or anything.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, let's start with a easy one.
Okay.
Somebody named Alta. Alta wrote to ask, what does a typical day of eating look like for you?
Oh, that's totally easy. In fact, I just spent today talking to Vanessa Spina, the ketogenic girl who you have met.
Oh, I have.
She asked me the same question. So in a day...
Stop beating me to my questions. Come on, Vanessa, help.
That was Alta's question. And Vanessa's.
All right.
So in a day, I normally wake up in the morning and pack 4 burger patties, and I take them to work. And they're 1/4 pound beef patties, so that would be 1 pound of meat that I eat for lunch every day. And when I'm getting ready in the mornings and I'm packing these 4 burger patties, I think to myself, how much fat do I feel like I want right now? So I've got, as you know, we keep a bowl of bacon grease from all of the bacon. It's bacon fat. From all the bacon that I cook for our family.
It's fat in a bowl.
Solidified fat in a bowl that sits in our fridge.
Tub of lard.
And then I take the burger patties. And if I don't want any fat added, then I just
Put the bowl back in.
Put it back in the fridge.
Put that bowl right on back in.
But when I'm looking at it, I kind of have a vibe for how much I want. And some days I really want a lot. And some days I just don't. And then I take them to school and I eat a pound of meat with or without the bucket of lard spread upon them.
It's like glistening globs of fat icing.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
Well, and then for dinner, if I'm hungry, I usually eat 2 to 4. If it's been a very active day, I'll eat 4 more. So I normally tell people I eat 1.5 to 2 pounds of beef per day with or without some bacon grease on it. And if somebody's cooking something else, like when you throw steak on the grill, I am all in for steak on the grill.
If it's a tough day at work, she's like Cookie Monster at the end of the day, except with burger patties.
I just found out that some people find it offensive that I call them meat cookies, though. So,
All right.
burger patties. Burger patties.
Jennifer
Yes.
wants to know if you take communion at church.
Yes, I do. It's the one time that my kids have ever seen me eat a carbohydrate. So I don't need an EpiPen afterwards or anything. I'm not allergic to them. If I were allergic, I would probably feel like God cared more about what was happening in my heart and in my mind and how I was worshiping inside my body versus actually eating the wafer. I don't think he would want me to harm myself in the name of communion, but it does not cause me any harm. And I feel like worth it to me. It's part of what I feel like I've been called to do.
Just impressed that, like, I don't know, at the communion store, you pick up like the box of wafers and it's got nutritional information.
It does have nutritional facts.
Do they have, other things like cholesterol or essential
I didn't look into it that much.
amino acids or...
I feel okay about taking a communion wafer.
All
Now,
right.
I will say that at some churches they serve grape juice. I can't even get it close to my face. It's not wine. It's really sugary, sweetened grape juice, and I don't.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. This is a question from Jaja.
That's a person's name? Username?
Thank you
Okay.
for submitting
Yes.
your question,
All right.
Miss Jaja. talk about your blood work.
Oh, so I actually have it saved on my phone.
Okay.
I don't have previous numbers with me because it was 15 years ago and my doctor doesn't have
Oh,
them.
no, that's not your blood work. Would you send that to me later?
Okay, blood work. So, in 2015, my total cholesterol, which is what people want to know, though I honestly think it is statistically a horrible judge of whether or not you're going to have a heart issue ever. But in 2015, my total was 168, and in 2019, 167, so that's pretty stable. 160 anything is a good number if you're troubled by such things as total cholesterol. I personally think triglycerides are a far better judge. Triglycerides you want low. The lower the better. So in 2015, when I had already been carnivore, so started in 2009, so several years by that point. In 2015, my triglycerides were 60, and in 2019, they were down to 42. 42, that's crazy low.
That's a great number.
Thank you. Your good cholesterol is, higher is better. In 2015, it was 62. In 2018, it was 58. In 2019, it was 58. So it's staying around the 60 mark, which is perfectly great. C-Reactive Protein is the last one I'll tell you, and that is the one that you have to kind of pay extra for unless you're really sick. But it's supposed to indicate inflammation in your blood. You want the smallest number possible because inflammation is really what leads to all these other diseases. And mine was 0.5, and my doctor said it's the lowest he's ever seen. And that was my 10-year anniversary blood work. Blood work is good.
You have to pay extra for that number?
I had to pay $68 out of pocket for that.
That explains
Which means
that bill.
we had to pay $68 out of pocket.
Right.
Next question.
Jenny wrote, I have no idea where to start. Is it literally that easy? Just all animal products? I'm 22 weeks pregnant, overweight, sluggish, and cranky. I just want to feel better and not feel out of energy from merely standing up.
I love that she is pregnant and doesn't just assume that being overweight, sluggish, and cranky.
That's part of being pregnant.
That sums it up.
Yeah.
Okay, no. In truth, yeah, it's really that easy.
Yeah. Congratulations, Jenny.
Yes, congratulations.
Yeah.
I do literally just eat meat, and it is that easy. And I did that while I was pregnant also. I did at times get sluggish and cranky, though.
Yeah.
I did.
Cranky.
Not that cranky. A little cranky.
Jason says, how did you learn about Zero Carb in 2009?
Well,
Jason, first of all, are you more than 11 years old?
I could read in 2009, and it turns out that
There was an internet.
There was.
Yeah.
I did not do it on my phone, but we had a big boxy desktop computer, and I went onto Google, because that was invented in 2009, and I typed in, is it safe to just eat meat? That was my Google search. And I found some articles about Stefansson, who had gone and lived with the Inuit people in Alaska. And then the next... Stefansson. And then I found Charles Washington, who already had a massive group of carnivores at a group called Zeroing In on Health. It is now a Facebook page. And he is still there, and so am I. And there were journals, massive numbers of journals, and including Joe and Charlene Anderson, and many friends of ours. Dana Spencer Shute was already there, Dr. Lisa Wiedemann, a lot of people that I still talk to were already there. So
Cool.
It turns out that people were already eating meat prior to the invention of a smartphone. Who knew?
This was invented. Okay, DB Sally asks, how do you make meat cookies?
I sometimes cheat and get them at McDonald's because they legitimately use no vegetable oils, no seed oils. It's only meat, salt, and pepper. But when I do eat them at home, I think you should answer this question.
I make them.
He makes them. So I buy 80-20 normally, and you like that better than 70-30 because the grill doesn't flare up.
Yeah.
What do you do to the burgers to make them so tasty?
And put them on a grill.
Oh, salt and pepper. But that's optional.
I flip them over.
Yes.
I put them on a platter and I give them to you.
And they're delicious.
That's really it.
Are they about medium?
Yeah.
Medium.
So I wish I could explain it better than that.
About how long do you think they stay?
On the grill?
Yes.
I don't know, 5 minutes aside. It really is. Guys, help me out here. I'm sure you could get really technically specific with this, but I just put it on there until it looks about
Like
right.
the spirit moves and you're like, it's flip time.
Yeah.
And then he brings them in. He cuts one open. He lets me look. And
Yeah.
I say, yep, that looks good.
Yeah.
If there's no pink in it, well, you always get that right.
Oh, I know. I love the pink.
Yeah.
Gotta have pink.
Absolutely.
All right. Next question here. A guy named David Rogers emailed to ask you to stop screaming in your videos. That's not really a question.
Did he really say screaming?
Yeah.
Do you think I scream?
You do scream. I can hear you upstairs when you do these things.
Most people find it somewhat endearing. And what do you think about that?
The good news is when I get old and hard of hearing, I will always be able to hear your voice.
This is true. I get excited. And you know what? There are infinite almost number of carnivore channels of people who talk into the camera like this at a very monotone state. You should go watch one of those,
Okay.
David.
All right. Well, I don't
But
know.
I'm excited.
Grace wants to know how tall you are and how much you weigh. Hang on just a second. Oh, go ahead and put these on. Go ahead.
I'm 5'8.5" and I weigh 135 to 140 pounds. I don't weigh very often, but when I do, I'm almost always at about 138. Okay, all good.
That was my favorite Taylor Swift song. Okay.
Shake it off, babe. Shake it off.
Sarah wants to know, this is important,
Okay.
can carnivores drink alcohol?
Okay. So I do know of plenty of carnivores that drink alcohol. I highly recommend nothing sweet whatsoever. So things like bourbon, whiskey, gin, vodka, they're not carby. Vodka. That sounds like that's what. This is water. I am a Baptist, so regardless of whether carnivores drink alcohol or not, we don't talk about it.
I'm Episcopalian, I can tell you she drinks. Okay.
But not much.
Mia has written in to say, have you eaten carbs while you were pregnant?
No. I did not eat any carbs when I was pregnant.
What about the second time?
Not even the second time.
What about the third time?
No, not the third time. I did, however, ask my husband to eat ice cream more when I was pregnant because I enjoyed watching him. And it was like carb porn for me.
Yeah.
I did have a little bit of trouble in the first trimester every single time with eating meat that was not very cooked, which is unlike me because we just talked. We like the pink in the meat. But that sounded bad. But I did not so much like that when I was with child. I needed the meat more cooked, and I mostly wanted it covered in cheese and hot sauce, bacon, sausage, eggs. I had to go a little bit more sloppy, zero carb, but I was still zero carb.
Okay.
Okay.
I did appreciate all those times that you brought me home ice cream, though.
I did.
Yeah, it was great. Okay, rapid fire. Kimmy, what up? Wants to know where you shop.
For?
I don't know.
Well, for meat, I shop
McDonald's.
at McDonald's and buy low. For clothes, I go to Walmart.
Tracy wants to hear you sing.
No.
Okay.
I am a music teacher.
You should play piano for him.
I could do that. I will play the piano far before I sing. I do a lot of drumming at school and xylophoning. I sing with children, but I'm not a vocalist.
Okay. Maybe in Maybe in the future you could interview people and play background music on the piano while you do it.
That is never going to happen, but I like the idea.
All right. Okay, one more.
Okay.
Helen wants to know if a carnivore diet helps improve libido.
Hey, Helen. All right. Well, I am still Baptist, so I'm not going to talk about it.
I'm still Episcopalian, and yes, it does.
That's true.
Works.
It works. Y'all had amazing questions. We
Yeah.
try to keep these short, but keep the questions coming. We'll do it again.
Thank you for sending them all in. It's been fun, and thanks for letting me make another video with you.
Oh,
I
anytime.
missed you.
I've missed you too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could hear you upstairs, but
Yes, as David has pointed out.
not the same.
Not the same. All right. Bye.